Did you see the new Paul Theroux documentary, Inside the Manosphere? Well, I watched it last night. Shocking, wasn't it? Who could believe? Actually, I thought, well, what do you expect? I mean, it's just, to me, I just thought of capitalism. Like, this is what you get at end stage capitalism. What these influencers are mainly doing is they're trying to give, they're selling success. They're selling, this is how you become successful. You know, it's just this is how you become successful as a man, whatever. I mean, it could be this is how you become successful as a lady knitter or anything else through your YouTube or anything else. But it just so happens that in this case, it's men, young men helping other young men to be successful in a degraded, decadent capitalist system, which is what we live in right now. So therefore, I didn't find it at least shocking in any sort of way. The attitudes towards women. Of course, the women are going to have to be beautiful. That's the same thing, and be taken care of by a man because so many people cannot find any other way of making a living. So the boys are making a living by streaming, and the women are making a living by glomming onto men, or being beautiful enough to glom onto men. I don't know where this all ends later when everybody starts aging, if they manage to. But it is indeed pathetic, but it's not surprising. Attitudes are changing in the world, and I think the degradation of capitalism is really a part of it. How things have just gone downhill, downhill, downhill. How the people revere billionaires like Donald Trump, a supposed billionaire who played a billionaire on TV for 15 years and then was elected president. How they revere Elon Musk, self-made man who got money from his parents, and all these guys got money from their parents and then built on it from that. And it's just what do you expect? I came across a article a couple of weeks ago in the Guardian. Uh, Gen Z males twice as likely as baby boomers to believe wives should obey husbands. Now, this is interesting. A global survey shows young men, boys, hold the traditional views of gender roles than older generations. Tradition how? Why is it traditional particularly? I don't know which tradition that is. I mean, at one time the goddess ruled, and people were kind of more equal. Maybe these people did this kind of role and these people did this other kind of role, but it doesn't mean you're unequal. Almost a third of Generation Z men and boys think the wife should obey their husbands, according to a global survey of 23,000 people that found young men hold more traditional views about gender roles than older generations. A third, 30% of Gen Z males, also said the husband should have the final word in important decisions, according to a 29-country survey, which included Great Britain, the US, Brazil, Australia, and India. So there you go. That this is the world we're living in. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to ever change or rebound into something, some sort of ideas of equality and things like that, or sharing wealth, or anything like that, other than just get rich and get mine, and buy me a woman. Or whatever, be attractive because I'm rich. That's what the in the Paul Theroux documentary was also that. It's like, well, women are attractive because they have a pussy and because they have breasts, and they're attractive because they're pretty, and men are only attractive because they have money. That's the sole value of men, whereas the sole value of women is their beauty. So this is the picture that is being presented to these people through these online things, and who are their victims, who are their clients, people who don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, does anyone know what the fuck to do these days? How to get ahead, how to succeed? I kind of, I don't need to succeed anymore. I'm old and I'm out of here, basically. So and ultimately, I'm glad I didn't succeed. I don't see that there's much real reward in succeeding in this life. To have more than other people, I just want to give it away. I guess I don't know. There's something basically wrong with me in that way. If I ever have any extra money, I just kind of give it away. So I don't know why I have these traits where other, I guess, I'm trying to please other people and have them like me by giving them money. I guess it's more or less the same kind of thing. So I was already a product of decadent capitalism, but in this a little more truncated form that had more of the traditional values of equality that I guess kind of grew out of the 30s labor movement or something. I don't know, but. So that's my take on the Paul Theroux Inside the Manosphere, which I thought was pretty interesting, and I enjoyed watching it. As miserable as it all is, and this article is quite interesting and enlightening as well. And I don't have any young children. I don't really deal with 20 something year old men, so I don't really know exactly what they're like from my own personal point of view, and I guess it doesn't really matter, or women for that matter. I don't know very many young women like that. So good luck, kids, in your future. I mean, if we survive the war here, that is all part of the same thing: greed and trying to get more out of other people and killing off these people to get more of this and that, and get more and more and more, and build our empires, and